guys? It's your girl Shiny D in the building. Hope everyone is having a lovely day. Today's topic we're going to get into is about accountability. Basically, guys, we are taking ownership and accountability, whether it's in a group setting, in a work setting, with yourself, with your friends, with your family. That's what it's all about today. We are taking accountability. Let's hop right into it. So I have 3 questions that I want to ask, not only for myself, but my viewers out there as well. The first question is, what do you need from yourself? When you think of accountability, it is also defined in the words as, you need to be within a team. You need to have it to be within a work environment. Not necessarily it has to be a bad thing. Accountability could be a really positive thing in the way you drive different results. I know for me personally, I wanted to save in a different way than I have in the past. To buy that car, to buy something for my own business, to really put all that energy and put all that necessary income that I'm, working so hard for and putting it back into myself. What I needed from myself was to make a plan. A plan is going to be my go-to. It was my go-to with anything. When I don't have a plan, when I'm not organized, I'm not able to save the right amount of money in order to attain, whether it be a purse, whether it be saving up for healthy food, saving up to go on a trip. Personally, for me, I wanted to save up to get into my lovely house. I wanted to expound upon new adventures. I wanted to start going on trips. I wanted to really invest in myself, pour into myself, and really see if I could do this while just on a regular budget. I mean, cutting out fast food, cutting out the movies, cutting out just things we do with our friends, with our family, and really putting in a hardcore budget. It saved me a ton in the end. I also made a goal. So when I made that plan, whether it had been at the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, or the beginning of the month or the year, for me, I started about the beginning of September, because it was my birthday. September 1st was my birthday. And I really wanted to push myself to see what could the rest of the year look like if I actually save. So during that first week, I set aside a small amount, and I wouldn't dip into it. When you set aside a small amount and actually plan and stick to it, and then write down your goal, write down what you want to accomplish within this week, within the next 30 days, within the next few months, the last of the year, I feel it goes a long way. For me, I set aside 1 month of saving, because I felt that if I wanted to go on a particular trip towards the end of the year, towards Thanksgiving, towards Christmas, I really needed to do some hard examination on not only within myself, but my finances. What was I spending on? What was I doing throughout the week? Through friendships, through at work, vending machines, just different events that we go to, trying to have a good time. I really looked hard on myself and really was hard on myself about making this personal goal, because I felt like I could really do it. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good space. So why not? So I made and I held myself accountable. How I did that, again, I wrote down the 5 to 10 things that I didn't necessarily need or even used throughout the course of this entire year. And so I cut out pretty much a big, huge chunk of things that I had either bought, and I was returning that stuff. Just very things that I just, you're in the grocery store, if you don't make a list, or if you go to the mall, you go to the outlet mall, or anywhere you go to, and you don't have your list and you don't stick to it, other things kind of jump out at you, and then as you're checking out, you realize, hey, I forgot something, or that looks cool, so I really want to get that, throw that in the basket, and then before you know it, you've spent way over your budget. So again, coming back, not only writing it down, but I always had it in my phone. I even had it at my workstation. I really was gung-ho about me visualizing and seeing myself. If I go to the store, if I have my list, I cannot veer off of these things, because at the end, I have a goal. This is what I'm working towards and saving up for, and this is the end goal. So again, that's into the second question. What did I want to get accomplished within saving? So my goal was to plan a trip, not for just the family, not with friends, but just for myself. I feel like we work so hard for so many things and we necessarily don't treat ourselves. And I feel like putting and investing, again, at the beginning of this video, like I said, investing in yourself is huge. For this particular thing, I really wanted to accomplish knowing that I can hold my own self accountable. And by looking at the pros and cons of how this was not only going to benefit me, but what was I previously doing? What was I previously spending my time, my effort and energy and money on, that I just wasted so much, and why I was so, worrisome with friends, with family, because I didn't have it. I couldn't afford it at the time, but I spent a huge chunk just dissecting different areas of my finances, whether that be with student loans, whether that be with credit cards, whether that be with just investing it back into a business. People, go to school, go to be a lawyer, to be a dentist, eventually you want to do your own thing. Sometimes that's, your mindset, you don't want to be working forever. You eventually want to, have something of your own when you pass on. If you have kids, if you have grandparents, everyone in the family, you can see that legacy really grow. So then again, that's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to see the fruits of my labor, of what I'm working so hard for. Can I really do it? Can I make and hold myself accountable and stick to this plan, put it in my face, put it in my phone? When you're scrolling through Instagram and you're scrolling through Facebook, I was actually looking up different apps to go through to see where exactly are my spending habits and what do I put too much time in. And that really helped me. I tried several different apps. I looked at several different credit bureaus. I looked at Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, Experian, Equifax, and they pretty much all said the same exact thing. With some people's finances, it could be different. It could be that you don't necessarily need to spend as little or spend as much. You maybe need to invest in something. You have a whole line of credit and maybe you need to spend it or invest it on something that's actually useful, instead of things that are not really beneficial for your tomorrows. I always look at that we're working for our tomorrows. I'm here today, but I'm working for my future tomorrows to come. So the last question we get into, what do others need from me? So that's a great question. I always tend to lean on getting back and investing in yourself. But once you start seeing the results and how it benefits you, you want to kind of get other people on board, because you notice, the people and the friends and your family that are around you, those are the people that you pick up habits from and you kind of become, and your different lingo, your communication, that's where you learn, through life experiences, is through the people that you're surrounded with. And so once you're able to basically set a goal for yourself and hold yourself accountable, not for that specific day, but actually being consistent and being on top of yourself and being adamant and being intentional about what your specific goal was, you will actually see the results flourish much more farther than you've ever thought. With me, again, I said with saving at the beginning of September, I wanted to accomplish going on a trip for myself, and then I asked, what do I need from others and what do others need from me? Basically, it was to be more effectively in communication and listen more. Through that simple technique, my friend showed me something, they showed their friend something, and it was just a small tidbit of advice. And they started saving, and they wanted me to get on the same path because they saw the different avenues in life I was taking, and through credit cards, through student loans, and they said, hey, we're not getting any younger. This is really the way to go. I mean, in different education systems, they teach you the basics. They're not even teaching anything valuable, such as how to balance a checkbook, how to do taxes, how to write in cursive, and just the basic financial things that when you graduate high school you're going to need as a young adult going into adulthood, and so forth. These are the type of educated decisions that you're going to be making. So why not be mindful and be aware? That was just one topic. Again, those 3 questions were: what do you need from yourself? What do you need to get accomplished? And what do others need from you? So again, I would like to thank everybody for I would like to thank everyone for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day.